Welcome back, brilliant minds. Let's jump right in.
Oh yeah, we have all been there, right? You do everything you're supposed to. You get your 8 hours, but the next morning, bam, it feels like you wrestled a bear and just lost. So, what is actually going on?
All right, let's get into the science of this thing. We're going to unpack exactly why you can feel so completely drained even after what should have been a full night of sleep. Okay, first things first, we have got to tackle the biggest piece of sleep advice on the entire planet, the 8-hour rule.
It's the classic line, isn't it? You hear it from everyone. Feeling tired? You just need to get your 8 hours. Simple. Problem solved. Or is it?
Well, your brain has a slightly different opinion, and let's be honest, a much funnier one. It's not impressed by a number on a clock because it is playing a much more complicated game.
See, here's the secret. The clock might say 8 hours, but your brain could have gotten just a tiny fraction of the quality rest it actually needs. It's not about the quantity, people. It is all about the quality.
So, how in the world do you measure that quality? Well, it all comes down to your brain's secret nightly routine. This is the real key to recovery. Throughout the night, your brain cycles through these really distinct stages. You start in light sleep, then you drop into that super restorative deep sleep, and finally you get to REM sleep. Yep, that's the dream stage. This entire cycle is what actually recharges you. Now here is the catch. If anything, and I mean anything, interrupts that cycle, a loud noise, your cat, even just being stressed, your brain doesn't just pick up where it left off. Oh no, it hits the big red reset button and goes all the way back to the beginning. So yeah, you might have been in bed for 8 hours, but your brain only completed maybe a couple of real recovery cycles. And when those cycles get broken night after night, you start to run into a pretty persistent problem. Let's just call it the debt collector. Every single time you stay up too late or wake up too early, you're racking up sleep debt. And let me tell you, your brain is the strictest landlord you will ever meet. It keeps a perfect record and it will collect. You can't cheat the system, it always comes back to get you. So to put it simply, there are 3 main scientific culprits behind your exhaustion. 1, your sleep cycles got totally fragmented. 2, your internal body clock, your circadian rhythm is all out of whack. And 3, you just got robbed of that essential REM sleep, where all the important mental stuff happens. Which of course brings us to this universal truth. Waking up in the middle of a deep sleep cycle feels less like a gentle nudge and more like a direct, personal assault on your entire being. So relatable, right? But you know, that feeling of being tired, it isn't always just physical. There's a deeper, kind of more philosophical layer to it all. This is such a powerful idea. Your body might be physically rested, but your mind is still running an absolute marathon, juggling worries from the past, the stress of right now, and anxiety about the future. That mental weight is exhausting on a whole other level, and no amount of coffee is ever going to touch it.
Okay, so we've hit the science and the philosophy, and it might sound a little bleak, but there is a surprisingly simple fix, and it all comes down to one thing: rhythm. Forget the sleep hacks, the expensive gadgets, all the complicated routines. The single most powerful tool you have at your disposal is just good old-fashioned consistency. It is the master key to unlocking better sleep. And here's what that looks like. It's 2 simple but incredibly powerful rules. Go to bed at the same time and wake up at the same time. And yes, even on weekends. I know, but it works. When you do this, you are teaching your brain to trust your schedule. It learns when it's time to get sleepy and when it's time to wake up. It all syncs up, your cycles get super efficient, and that, right there, is when the magic happens. That's when you start waking up actually feeling refreshed. So, if you take just one thing away today, let it be this. Waking up tired doesn't mean you're broken. It just means your brain is craving a predictable rhythm, not just some random number of hours. Now, I want to hear from you. We have all done something bizarre on autopilot when we're exhausted. So tell me down in the comments, what is the weirdest, most ridiculous thing you have ever done right after waking up tired? I am so curious to read these. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more, and I will see you in the next one. Hopefully we'll all be a little more rested. Take care.